Shadow stood at my side.
You're dead!
What? What do you mean I'm dead?
You might get another shot, but there's a price.
Before I could even ask, everything faded. If you're wondering what kind of price brings someone back from the dead, keep watching my Chanel, because this story lives between two misery and hope. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't the twist that'll flip the story upside down. Merry Christmas to everyone! Hi, I'm Reese. I'm not your typical girl. I can do mental math in seconds and write with both hands. Ambidextrous, my friends. People say I'm gifted. I say it's survival. Because home, that's where everything falls apart. My dad hasn't worked in years, and when he's home, there's always tension. My mom is holding everything together with part-time jobs and forced smiles, raising me and my little brother while hiding the fear in her eyes. This is where my story begins. College, sure, my grades were solid, but everything else, a total mess. The moment I graduated, my dad pulled a few strings. That's how I landed an accounting job at his buddy's firm. At first, the guy was all smiles. I mean, I was the daughter of his old pal. But sweet turned sour fast. He noticed how quick I was. Tasks that took others half a day, I'd finish in an hour. So what did he do? He gave me more than everything. My department had 5 people. One by one, he fired them all. Guess who was left doing the job of 5 for the wage of barely 1? Me. That's who. And the worst part? I didn't even complain because I thought this job was a blessing. My big break. But even after carrying that whole department on my back, I still had energy. So secretly, I started building something for myself, a finance app, one that could actually help people escape credit and debt traps, especially students drowning in loans. Ironically, I couldn't afford a laptop powerful enough to build an app on by myself. So yeah, I used the office desktop computer. Big mistake. The day he caught me, he went off, started yelling like I committed a crime. At this point, I'd had enough. I jumped to my feet and yelled in his face.
I quit.
You're not quitting. I'm firing you.
The moment I stepped through the door, I knew he knew. Dad's face was already twisted with rage. His dear friend had called, told him I was slacking off, using the office computer for my own stuff, and that I quit without warning. All right, 'cause that's exactly what happened.
You threw away your future. I don't want to see your face for the rest of the night.
I tried to speak, to explain anything, but he wasn't listening. He never does. I ran upstairs. Crash! Smash! Plates were shattering. My little brother was crying, begging him to stop. Mom's voice was trembling, trying to hold things together. Guys, this wasn't new. This was routine. But somehow, each time, it still cracked me open. No one came to check on me. No one asked if I wanted dinner. So I crept downstairs. The floor was a war zone, shattered glass everywhere. While looking at the disaster before me, I stepped wrong and blood pooled around my foot.
Hold still, honey. I'll get the bandage.
Her hands were shaking. Once she patched me up, we silently cleaned the whole mess together. No words, just quiet sobs hidden behind clenched jaws. That night, I whispered a promise to myself. You'll fix this. You'll get another job tomorrow. Foot still bleeding, limping, exhausted, I hit the streets. I couldn't afford to rest. Halfway across the busy sidewalk, I crashed into someone.
Whoa, are you okay?
Before I could apologize or explain, he pointed out my limb.
Oh, what happened to your foot?
I mumbled something about an accident. He didn't pry, but we started chatting, and I told him I was out job hunting.
Accounting, you say? There's an opening at my office. Right here, actually. Top floor. You should go check it out.
I blinked excitedly. Could this really be happening? I limped into that building with heart, gave it everything I had, and walked out with a job offer. Better than my last one. Ooh, way better. For once, the world didn't slam a door. It cracked a window, and I was ready to climb through. So, when I came home and told Dad, I landed a job 3 times. The pay! He gave me this tiny fake smile and went,
I only want the best for you and this family. That's why I get mad.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, the new office. Total opposite of the last one. The workload was light, no one breathing down my neck, and I had actual time to work on my app. That app was my escape plan. My one shot. Had freedom. And then there was Jude, the guy who helped me when I was barely standing, bumping into random people. He worked in some other department. Quiet, kind. Always waved at me when we passed in the hallway. Didn't have many friends. Honestly, neither did I. One day, I decided to tell him about my app, showed him how it worked. His eyes lit up.
You built this? This is huge. You need to pitch it to your boss. Seriously.
So I did.
I pulled an all-nighter building the presentation. I couldn't stop shaking when I walked into the meeting room, but the second my boss saw it, he just nodded and said,
We can get this to to investors. The opportunity for expansion is here too. This has value.
He offered to handle everything, funding, connections, launch, but in exchange, he wanted 20% of the app. I didn't even blink. My app was gonna launch. I was so happy. I couldn't wait to tell Dad. But the second I walked into the house, the storm hit. Turns out my dad had already made a deal behind my back with my old boss. They agreed to give me even more money, but only if I rejoined their company. And get this, my salary would now go straight to my dad's account. Sus, right?
Resign from your current job. You're going back.
What? You can't do that. My job was toxic. I'm finally doing something good for me.
I jumped in, trying to explain about the app, about the pitch, the future I was building, but I didn't even get to start. He shoved me, not too hard, but enough. I stumbled backward crack. The glass table behind me shattered under my weight. Pain ripped through my body like knives, stabbing in every direction. I couldn't scream. I couldn't breathe. Everything just went black. The next thing I remember, I opened my eyes slowly. Everything felt numb. Wires were everywhere. I was in a hospital bed. My body felt like an immovable stone. But then I saw him, Jude, standing right beside me, smiling with that same kind goofy grin. I tried to smile back, but something wasn't right.
What are you doing here? Why am I in a hospital?
Reese, you're dead.
Okay, not funny.
I'm not joking. Look.
He pointed at the monitor. Flatline, just like in the movies. My eyes went wide, my heart spinning.
Wait. What if I'm dead? What are you doing here?
No questions. Just listen. You've been given so much intelligence, talent, a brain people dream of, but you keep throwing it away. Your app. It just sold for hundreds of millions. You're here because you don't respect yourself. And if you ever want your life back, your real life, you have to promise me something.
Anything.
Stand up to your dad. No more allowing his anger. No more silence. You fight for your mom, your brother, and yourself.
I nodded slowly, with the weight of his ask, tears slipping down my cheeks. Then everything went black. The next thing I knew, my phone was buzzing. I could barely move, but Mom picked it up for me and held it to my ear.
Reese, your app sold for 100 million. I'm so proud of you. I want to meet with you right away.
Yay, I'll meet with you soon. I just had an accident. That's when I realized I wasn't dead. It had been a dream.
Or was it Mom? And my little brother took care of me till I recovered. When I was strong enough, I went to meet with my boss. I had something to say.
Sir, I want to give 10% of my app to someone from this office. Someone who helped me, Jude Matthews.
Jude Matthews?
Yes, he works in another department.
Reese, Jude Matthews died last year. An absolute tragedy. His father was involved. He was one of the brightest minds here.
I was shaking, but Jude helped me. He was dead. This whole time. I didn't say a word in response, or even explain myself. I just left the office once, went home. I had made my decision that night. I stood in front of my dad.
Dad, I can't live with you anymore. I'm taking Mom and my brother. We're all done.
Oh, he exploded, yelling like always. But this time, Mom stepped in.
I should have left you years ago. She is absolutely right. I'm going with Reese.
And for the first time ever, my dad was silent. He seemed scared, like he was only just beginning to realize he was truly on his own. We were walked out. No turning back now. We live in a beautiful home. Just me, my mom, and my little brother. The air feels different, lighter, warmer, filled with genuine laughter, yelling over fun shenanigans, not in anger. And sometimes, when I'm alone, I wonder, was Jude an angel? A spirit? A message from God?
Hi, I'm Tina from Poland. Please like and subscribe. I was born into a super rich home. My dad owned the largest store in the country. And my two brothers were billionaires as well. My long brown hair and my blue eyes caught the attention of everyone whenever I went out with my dad.
Wow, your daughter is so beautiful.
People would shower me with all sorts of gifts. I loved it a lot. I mean, who wouldn't? I would always want to go out with Dad. But he wouldn't let me, and he had his reasons. I was the only girl in the family. My mom left when I was a baby. When she left, Dad said I became really sick. I was taken to the best hospital in the country. They did all they could, but I didn't get any better. I spent a year in the hospital, and eventually I got better.
I'm so glad you're fine now, sweetheart.
Since then, my dad and brothers walked on eggshells around me.